Hello, sanibonani njani, and welcome to the Big Small Business Corporate Governance and Compliance Training for Owner-Managed Companies. This is the CIPC Annual Returns and Beneficial Ownership Filing segment of the training for directors of owner-managed companies who want to learn how to DIY their CIPC beneficial ownership declarations as well as annual return filing. I'm your host, Usamkelo Ngamagogo, but you can also call me the government guy. I'm so glad you signed up for this training. This video will be a quick overview of the training so that you know what to expect as you move along the content. So that by the end of watching these bite-sized videos, you'll have all the resources you need to file your CIPC, annual returns, and beneficial ownership declarations. Now, if you're on this training, you can be looking to do any of these three things. You could be someone who's recently registered a private company and you want to comply with the beneficial ownership filing requirements, as CIPC compels all newly registered companies to file beneficial ownership declarations within 10 business days. Or perhaps you've received an email from the CIPC warning you of the imminent possibility that your company might be deregistered due to outstanding annual returns or beneficial ownership declaration filings, and you want to avoid this. Or thirdly, you could be someone who wants to provide a billable consulting service to clients offering CIPC annual returns and beneficial ownership filing services, and you want to learn how to do this, or you want to brush up on your knowledge because you're already providing this service. Now, this course will cover all your needs irrespective of your use case, whether you have a newly registered company, a dormant one that's not yet trading, or one that is already making some money. Whatever the case may be, you're in the right place. Additionally, this course will also help you if you want to file a beneficial ownership declaration for a non-owner managed company. That is, a company that may have one or more of the shareholders who are not also directors. So, I'll walk you through the exact workflows and templates that I use when filing CIPC annual returns and beneficial ownership declarations for my clients as well as for my own companies. These workflows also include guidance and answers I've received from CIPC support staff when I've emailed them with my questions about the financial accountability supplement, as well as using the new simplified beneficial ownership filing process for owner-managed companies. So this mini course really has everything you need to know about filing CIPC annual returns, as well as beneficial ownership declarations for owner-managed companies. And I'll be quick to the point so that you can file these returns with ease for all your companies or that of your prospective clients. So a quick note for those who only need to file beneficial ownership declarations, especially for those who have newly registered companies. I give you permission to just skip all of these lessons and jump to lesson 5 and lesson 6, where I speak specifically about filing beneficial ownership declarations. Now, what I want to do is to quickly show you what's inside of this mini course and what you can expect. So on the next video, I'll be taking you through a linear workflow and show you how to check the status of the company so that you can identify if the company is non-compliant with annual returns as well as with beneficial ownership declarations, which means you'll be able to ascertain whether the company is in the deregistration process or if it has been finally deregistered. If it's in the deregistration process due to non-compliance with beneficial ownership filing or annual returns, then you can file those returns and then the status will change. However, if it's finally deregistered, then this process will not help you. You have to follow the process of reinstating a deregistered company. Then in the next lesson, I'll be taking you through a background on the annual returns of a company. So in terms of Section 33 of the South African Companies Act of 2008, all companies are required to file an annual return, along with that return a copy of their annual financial statements. However, don't be worried. Owner-managed companies are exempted in terms of Section 32 capital A of that Companies Act of 2008. They are exempted from the requirement to have the annual financial statements audited or even to have an independent review of those financial statements. And they're not even required to file copies of these statements. Whilst they are still required to prepare those annual financial statements within 6 months after the financial year end, even if they are not obligated to submit those annual financial statements to the CIPC. So you are still required to actually prepare those financial statements, but you are not required to file those financial statements. Instead, owner-managed companies are required to submit something that is called a financial accountability supplement, and they're also required to report on the revenue or the sales they generated over that year. It's at this point where business owners are completing a financial accountability supplement and also inserting that annual revenue figure that they find some confusion and they don't know what to do. So this lesson will be a background lesson on how to answer the questions that are posed on that financial accountability supplement, as well as determining what revenue amount to use and from which financial year, because that's where most of the confusion comes from. So I'll be taking all of the information that I've learned from asking around CIPC consultants, emailing them, and then they've given me definitive answers on how to actually file that financial accountability supplement and what revenue figure to use. Then on the fourth lesson, I'll be taking you through a step-by-step video now showing you how to practically file these annual returns for a company. That process also includes, of course, filing a financial accountability supplement. So lesson 4 will be a step-by-step guided video. Then the next lesson is lesson 5, and I'll be taking you through a foundational lesson again. And in this lesson, I'll be talking about the filing of a beneficial ownership declaration through the new simplified process that has been introduced by the CIPC. So in this lesson, I'll take a step back just to explain what a beneficial owner is, and I'll also show you how to conduct a test that determines the company's category in terms of beneficial ownership filing, and you will follow a 2-step process. So simply put, this test firstly entails determining whether the company is an affected or non-affected company, which in almost all the cases, it will be a non-affected company. After that, the step entails establishing whether the company has any beneficial ownership to declare by answering a few ownership and control questions. So this is the crux of filing the beneficial ownership declaration. Once you understand this, you'll be able to identify the documents that you need to file in supporting your beneficial ownership declaration and the process you must follow. Then the final lesson is lesson 6, and on that lesson I'll be taking you through another step-by-step guided video showing you how to file a beneficial ownership declaration for an owner-managed company. Additionally, I'll also show you how to file a beneficial ownership declaration for a non-owner managed company. That is, a company that may have one or more shareholders who are not also directors. So this training as a whole is a combination of background and theory into the financial reporting aspects of annual returns, as well as the beneficial ownership declaration aspect, as well as actually filing the returns. So it's a combination of it. So I'll take you through those background lessons, and then after the background lesson, I should take you through a step-by-step guided video. I'll see you then on the next lesson, where I'm taking you through a workflow showing you how to check the status of a company on the CIPC Biz portal as well as the CIPC e-services, so that you know what to do next in terms of filing annual returns as well as filing beneficial ownership declarations. Thank you. See you on the next video. Goodbye. Hi friend. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please share it with your friends, your family, or anyone you think can use it. Also like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps us grow. Yabonga kakhulu, correct moja.